Today is the August 19th, 2011. I'm here with Carl Erskine, former pitcher for the Brooklyn and Los Angeles Dodgers. Mr. Erskine, can you just start out by telling us a little bit about your World War II service?
Yeah, I could tell you, but it will only take me a couple minutes. Well, I got in the Navy out of high school. I was drafted. And while I was in boot camp, the bombs were dropped in Japan. So my orders to go out on a carrier, which we were ready to do after 4 weeks.
Right.
Imagine that, take an 18-year-old high school kid, give him 4 weeks of boot training, send him to war. But we were ready to leave on a carrier.
Right.
And they halted us and said, the war is winding down, and orders were changed, sent me to Boston Navy Yard. So I went there and stayed through the rest of my Navy time. So I didn't have any combat like Bob Feller and some of the hot war guys that really got in the middle of it. I didn't do that. Fortunately, I wasn't in a hot war. So.
Now, I read initially your contract was voided due to the fact that you were signed while you were still active in the military?
There was a directive by the commissioner that for a major league club to sign a player, he had to have completed his military responsibilities. But while I was in Boston in the Navy, I was pitching for a town team, a semi-pro team, and the guy that managed that team, his name was Sorgi. He was a scout for the Braves, so he took me in to work out with the Braves. Billy Southworth was their manager, and he put his arm around me when first day I came. He said, "Son, I want you back." And said the Braves tried to sign me, but the Dodgers had scouted me in high school, and I actually didn't want to play for anybody else. But the Braves were really putting the heat on me. It was the All-Star game in 1946, and Mr. Rickey learned about that, and the All-Star game was the next couple days. So Mr. Rickey had me come up to his suite in the Kenmore Hotel the night before the All-Star game, and he said, "I understand the Braves are trying to sign you." And I said, "Yes, sir, but I really want to play for the Dodgers." And so he said, "Well, the Braves have offered you some money." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I don't care how much. How much do you want?" I told him $33,000. Mr. Rickey, I think he knew that the Braves had offered me 25.
Right.
So Mr. Rickey, excuse me, said, "Why don't we make it $3,500?" He upped me $500.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so I got this bonus. Then a few weeks later, I got discharged.
Yep.
I went out and joined Danville, Illinois, which was in a 3I league, Class B in those days. And the season was about over, but I was there through the last few days of the season. When I got home, Commissioner Chandler called me and said, "I want you in my office. You and your dad in my office."
Yeah.
I was 19, and he went to the commissioner, and he said, "Son, I'm declaring you a free agent because the Dodgers signed you before you were discharged." The Braves blew the whistle. Well, the Braves were going to sign me too, but when they didn't get to do it, they blew the whistle on the Dodgers. So they did declare me a free agent, and I re-signed with the Dodgers. I got a second bonus, $5,000.
Right.
So, well, a lot of clubs were offering me. I could have signed with the Red Sox, the Phillies, Pirates, the Cubs. They were all offering me money. But I said, if Mr. Rickey will pay me another $5,000, I'll re-sign with the Dodgers, which I did.
So now,
which I've always been thankful.